Hi, I'm Liz Sneddon. Let's have a look at doing fractions on our scientific calculator and some tricks that are useful. So let's jump to our calculator. So you'll have one that's a lot like this. So we've got a fraction button here, so just underneath this ABS button. So there's our fraction, and above it is another one in yellow, another fraction written there. So we're going to use both of those. We're also going to use this S to D button and what's written above it. So anything that's in yellow above these keys, that means I need to press the shift button to use it. Anything that I want that's in red, I need to press the alpha button. So I'm going to start just by using a normal fraction. And so if I wanted to write a fraction, for example, 1, and then I use these buttons here, which are our moving arrows, I'm going to go down, so 1 over 2, and I'm going to press equals, and there's my fraction 1 over 2. Now if I had a fraction that I wanted simplified, so for example I might have 5 over 10. Hopefully we should recognize that's the same as a half. As soon as I press equals, it does that simplifying for me, so it automatically works out what the highest common factor is and divides that through. So that's just simplifying fractions. We also need to convert between what we call mixed and improper form. So that's when we've got this yellow one above here. So say I had a fraction, and I'm going to press shift and that, and I had 2 whole pizzas and I had a quarter of a pizza. So I can then write that as 2 wholes and 1 quarter. Now when I've pressed equals, it's automatically turned that into 9 over 4. So these two fractions are equivalent. One's written as a mixed fraction, which is this one here, and the other's written as an improper fraction, which is this one here. Now if we want our answers to be turned back into a mixed form, then that's when this yellow bit above here is. So I'm going to press shift and the S to D button, and that now turns that answer into 2 wholes and 1 quarter. If I want to go back, I do shift and that button again. So that will toggle between the two forms. Now if I want to add, subtract, multiply, divide fractions, I can do that. So I can say, right, what is 1 over 2, come out to the side, and I want to do that times 3 over 4, and it works out the answer is 3/8 for me. So my calculator will do all of those things nicely. If I want to convert that answer into decimal form, that's what the button itself, S to D, does. So if I press S to D, that converts my answer now into a decimal. If I want it back as a fraction, I can do that. So in fact, any answer that I have, so 0.25 times 0.6 equals, and I get a decimal answer, if I want that as a fraction, I can press the S to D button and will turn my answer into that fraction. So it will quite happily go between decimal and fraction form for me. So hopefully that's a few useful tips for you. Thanks very much for watching.